Hello everyone, and welcome back to a Skyrim mods video. I apologize for the wait for those who exclusively watch the channel for the mod videos, but I decided to take a little break from Skyrim and to play a few different other games and kind of cleanse the palate after the playthrough. Regardless, here is a new video. I'm going to be showing off a couple of mods today, starting off with a work-in-progress extension to the popular Uchiha clan and Naruto Overhaul mod. This is titled Sage of the Six Paths, and what this mod aims to do is expand upon the Rinnegan, adding new abilities that are more focused towards that attribute. This only works for Madara's path as of now. Whenever you install the mod, you'll get a new activation called Rinnegan Awakening. Essentially, it has the same properties in the awakening phase as the regular Rinnegan, except it adds two new abilities. Once you activate the ability, you'll see that the eyes change, and you'll get a new setting called Mokuton Clone Settings. This is pretty much a wood clone jutsu. Selecting this gives you two options. One is default and the other one is custom. Custom gives you a wood clone of whatever armor and abilities that you have on you at the time of making the clone. Default gives you a default wood clone jutsu of Madara himself. I'll show off default and then I'll show off the custom. In order to actually activate the summon itself, you go over to the Conjuration tab and then you'll have the clone spell here. It works as a regular summon, so you must activate it in a place where you can, of course, activate summons. Give it a few seconds, and now you have the clone. I'll turn off the Rinnegan here so you can get a better look. And as you can see, he is wearing Madara's clothes. It is essentially a mannequin in whatever outfit that either Madara or yourself is wearing. It also comes with the abilities of each of the characters. I will summon a couple of bandits here in order to kind of give a demonstration of how the clone fights.
You picked a bad time to get lost.
As you can see, the clone comes with the fan. We'll see if we can get the clone to use a couple of jutsus. The clone is fairly strong and levels up with you, so if you're pretty high level, the clone can handle its own. As you can see, the clone used the fireball jutsu. So the clone's pretty useful in combat if you need to actually get away or if you need a sidekick by you that doesn't talk or is a huge annoyance. And of course, to dismiss the clone, either summon someone else or just use the clone dismissal. And to show off the other version of the clone, we'll go to custom. And now the clone looks more like my character in the same armor and has the same abilities. I'm not going to go through another battle. You kind of get the gist of it just from appearances alone. So if you have a stronger character than the Madara or the unknown Uchiha, I recommend using the custom version. Plus it looks a little bit cooler when you summon a wood clone of yourself other than Madara. The mod also comes with one more new summoning, and it is the Mokuton Dragon, which is pretty much a wood dragon. Same thing here. Now this is more reminiscent of a wraith than a dragon, but I do like the idea, and I think with a little bit more time and more effort put into it, I think this is actually going to be really something to look forward to, especially if you can summon multiple versions of the clone, or if you can shoot out the wood dragon as more of a jutsu instead of an actual summon. I think that would be sort of a better use for it, just sort of like a fireball version of the spell, except it summons wood dragons. I think that would actually be really, really cool. But regardless, it acts as a wraith summon, just kind of flies around the character and attacks using physical attacks. All in all, still very cool, and I like the idea and the effect. The last part of the mod adds the new weapon Six Path Sun Staff of Kamui. Essentially, this gives you the power to summon the Chibako Tensei or the Planetary Devastation at will as long as you have the weapon charged. This is very useful if you don't want to go through the long wait time of the Planetary Devastation and you feel like that you absolutely need to use it. Be warned that this weapon is pretty much a cheat item along with some of the other spells that this mod provides. That being said, let's summon a couple of bandits and I will show off the effect. So we'll wait a couple of seconds here, as of course it takes a while to actually start the effect. There we go. As you can see here, I did not have to use the actual Planetary Devastation because the staff provided the spell for me. It's going to take a while, of course, for the enemies to actually be sucked in, but there we go. Essentially, it is a cheat version of the Chibaku Tensei if you feel like you absolutely need to use it. All in all, still very cool, but absolutely broken in my opinion. It is actually a lot quicker too than the actual Chibaku Tensei because you don't have to go through the large wait time. Another mod that I'm going to be introducing in this video is called Blue Fire Magic. This is a minor mod that adds essentially blue fire magic to Skyrim. Blue fire is of course different from regular red fire as it gives the attributes of both ice and actual flame effects. I think it's actually pretty cool and kind of gives more of a role-playing aspect more than a utility aspect or anything like that. I just thought it was actually pretty cool and thought a couple of people might want to see it. Once you install the mod, anyone that sells magic tomes will have the will have the new magic spells. They're pretty easy to spot out because they'll be called Blue Fire Rune, Blue Fire Bolt, Cloak, etc., etc. I'll buy these and I'll show off some of the effects. Okay, so for the Blue Fire Magic, we'll start from the Novice and work our way down to the Master level spell. The first Novice level is the Blue Flames. This is your standard flame spell. Doesn't have effects until you actually hit something, so the sound's a little quiet when you're just aiming at pretty much nothing. But once you start hitting enemies and walls, there is a sound effect that goes on. Damage is of course based off your destruction magic, and this does fire, and I believe some of them do ice damage. We'll get into that a little bit later. The next level is the Apprentice level. This is your standard rune. And just to give off the effect of the rune, we'll summon a bandit.
You picked a bad time to get lost, friend.
As you can see, it's pretty powerful. Nice effect. I believe it does fire and frost damage. Moving on from that, we have the next Apprentice level, which is the Firebolt. This is a blast of blue flame. Pretty standard. There you go. And just kind of show off a little bit of damage for that. We'll of course summon another bandit.
Hey!
Does fairly decent damage. Moving on from that, we have the Blue Fireball, which is the adept level of blue fire magic. It's essentially a bigger version of the Firebolt. And of course comes with the area of effect for whatever it hits. Summon two bandits here.
Burn the vampire!
As you can see, slightly stronger than the Firebolt. Next up is the last adept level, which is the Blue Flame Cloak. This is probably what you expect. It's a blue fire cloak around the player for 60 seconds. We'll show the damage over time to one bandit. Dies fairly quickly. Next up is the expert level, which is the Azura Flare, a blast of Azura fire that does 74 points of frost damage. Now this is your standard charge spell. It takes a while to charge up, but does a lot of damage, more so than the actual fireball. We'll show off a demonstration of its damage. It would help to actually take off the fire cloak, so we'll do that again. We'll skip time here.
Hey!
And there we go. The last spell is the master level spell, which is the blue Firestorm. This creates a explosion of blue flame centered around the caster. Weaken targets flee and tear. So we'll show off the effect first, and then we'll show off the damage. So there you go. Show another angle. There we are. And then we'll summon maybe about 4 just to kind of give a more detailed description. So there you go. So all in all, this is just more of a role playing and to kind of add a little bit more diversity to magic itself. If you like using flame magic, but you also like using frost magic, I think this is actually pretty cool. And I do like the blue flame effects of the magic itself. More so than I like the fire effect. I think it's actually pretty cool. Thank you everyone for watching the video. As always, the mods themselves will be in the description down below. If you have a suggestion for a mod for me to check out, leave it down below and I will try my best to do so. As always, if you enjoy the mod, please endorse it. If you like the video, please like the video, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Hey everyone, Hero here. Ask you guys to do me a solid favor. If you can, go down to the Facebook page below that I am linking and show your support for a friend of mine who's in the process of making a movie called K-Pop the Movie. I've been following the Facebook page and the website for a while, and I really believe they're truly trying to make something happen. They just need the support of the audience, and I know you guys are very supportive of me, and I'm asking you to show that same support to them over at the Facebook page as well as the website. I will have both in the link in the description below, so please be sure to check it out. Let me know what you guys think and show them your love. Thank you.